come back from that Achilles rupture and play at this level. It's incredible.
Jayson Tatum putting together a 25-point, 11-rebound, 7-assist game in this one. He had 21 of those points in the first half as the Celtics get the 32-point win over the Philadelphia 76ers, take the 1-0 series lead. Tom Giles, Chris Forsberg, Eddie House with you here on Celtics Postgame Live. Eddie, I'll start with you. Your thoughts overall on what you saw in this one?
I thought we looked fantastic. I thought Jayson Tatum came out in the first half and kind of set the tone for the team, but offensively. And, you know, we had a couple guys in foul trouble. Cater was in foul trouble with 3. JB was in foul trouble with 3. But I thought our defense was incredible. It was only a few, I would say a handful of shots that I felt like were easy open shots for the 76ers. I felt like they had to work for pretty much every shot that they got. And conversely, on the other end, we were getting what we wanted. We shared the basketball. We were splitting the pick and roll. We were making threes. We were getting out in transition. It seemed like we had our way with these guys. It didn't seem like it. We had our way with them guys tonight. And, you know, to the Philadelphia fans who were yelling, we want Boston, you got to be careful what you wish for sometimes.
100%. And that was my favorite moment in the fourth quarter when the fans gave it right back, doing the "We Want Boston" chant with the Celtics up 30. Just as Eddie said, I thought from Jayson setting the tone on all facets in the first quarter to Jaylen Brown playing that entire third quarter and getting his chance. I love the way Joe's breaking that up. Now, both guys got the luxury of taking the end of the fourth quarter off because it turned into a summer league game, but that's what happens when Celtics go up another level in the playoffs, and the Philadelphia 76ers just came.
Yeah, Tatum played 32 minutes, Jaylen 30 minutes, didn't even have to play in the fourth quarter at all, did Jaylen Brown, as again the Celtics cruising. But let's take a look at how Jayson Tatum took control of this game. Again, the Celtics were up by 18 at the half, and these highlights presented by TD Bank and the Boston Celtics, member FDIC, TD Bank NA. Eddie, as Jayson Tatum got it going, we saw him in the mid-range, saw him attacking the hoop, scoring at all 3 levels in this game.
Yeah, he did, but he didn't shoot the ball well from behind the 3. He was 1 for 7, so you look at 25 points, but he was efficient from the field. 11 rebounds. I want to say he had close to 5 in that first quarter, I believe. 5 rebounds, so he was locked in, and Scal said it in pregame that he's the best defensive rebounding small forward in the league, and it shows. And it's by far the only guys that rebound the basketball better than him on the defensive end. Defensive rebounds are big men, are centers. So he came out, he set the tone, and I think not only did he set the tone offensively, but also defensively as well. He had a couple steals. One was a real big-time steal that he got early on in the third quarter, I believe, and then they pushed it down the court. So, I mean, I thought he did a fantastic job tonight setting the tone.
If Jayson Tatum's going to shoot 80% inside the arc, just the series is a wrap. The whole thing coming into this was to just get him as close to the peak of his powers as can be. It was great to watch at the end of the season how good he looked, but especially now, playoff physicality, minutes going up, and yet Tatum was just totally in control in that first half. The rebounding has been great. The playmaking makes it so much easier for everybody else out there. And it's incredible to think that there's still maybe another level to get to as these playoffs go along, but like just needs a little bit more of that explosion, and yet he was still utterly dominant tonight against a team that had no answers when he snaked his way to the basket.
Hey, you know, you were talking about explosion. Scal was talking about explosion. Maybe right now it's not going to be that. I mean, just get the deuce. Sometimes you're going to dunk the ball and it looks explosive and things like that. Like when he snaked, when he split the pick and roll, he went up and dunked it. But then at times, man, just lay it up. It's a 2 is a 2 is a 2 is a 2, right? So if you're going to get the deuce, go ahead and get the deuce. Get the money with all pun intended because his son's name is Deuce. So, but no, if you're going to get the basket, no need to try to overforce it, especially in games where it's not going to be a momentum changer. Now, if it's a momentum changer, I can see you exploding to go dunk to get the crowd involved and things like that. But when you're up so big, just go get your easy money.
One of the things we did talk about at halftime was Jaylen Brown, who had 10 points in the first half. I think he was 4 of 12 from the field. And then the third quarter, Chris, he just took over. He went 7 of 9 from the field in the third quarter, had 16 points, ended up leading the Celtics with 26 overall. But he certainly was the guy when Philadelphia was trying to make anything happen, trying to make a run. Jaylen Brown answered.
I go back to it. You know, I think you were asking at halftime, and Scal kind of scoffed and just said, it's Jaylen Brown. He's going to go figure out how to get it. But I do, again, go back to the rotation where Joe pulls Jayson off the court halfway through that quarter. All of a sudden, Jaylen's got to be the guy, and he was just allowed to be super aggressive. And you knew after a quieter first half he was going to come out and set a tone. And so what a luxury to have two superstars like that can just sort of pass the baton. And I go back to it, like, they just don't have a lot of answers for that. You want to put VJ Edgecombe on him, he's going to just try to power his way to the basket. Paul George had no answers. I like the way Jaylen just did whatever he wanted in that third quarter.
Yeah, he was under control, and this is what I love about Jaylen Brown. He gets to his spot, and in that third quarter, he constantly got to the mid-range game. And he took some threes and knocked down some threes. Those were wide open threes. Those weren't forced threes where he had to go through the legs and try to create space to get that three off. He was wide open, and he took a wide open three. But he was getting to his spot. When he was making those mid-range shots, he was working his handle. He was working his body. Reverse pivot, fake pivot, fadeaway shots, using his shoulder to create space. So I like that version of Jaylen Brown. And again, I think he said this quote that he'll never be small again, right? And he's playing huge and big right now.
Okay, speaking of bigs, Nimi Keita also had 13 points for the Celtics, and he's standing by with Abby Chin back on the floor.
Nimi, your first playoff game as a starter for the Boston Celtics. What'd you think?
Good win, great collective effort. I felt like we played our asses off. Like it was a bunch of physicality thrown at it, and I think we handled it pretty well.
You did battle foul trouble throughout. I mean, pretty much everyone in that front court. How were you guys able to stay in it?
Yeah, I think it's a testament to our group. We got so many guys that can step in every night in and night out and contribute to winning. And tonight was one of those nights, and not a night and day, but that's a testament of the group. And like I said, it's an adjustment from the regular season to the playoffs, and I think we'll watch film and be better for the next one.
Yeah, what do you take from that experience in dealing with that?
Yeah, it's being able to stay even keeled. The playoffs bring a lot of emotions to the game, and being able to not let one mistake become two or three, and being able to adjust the physicality from the regular season to now. I'm trying to figure out my rhythm with that, and I'll be better next year.
Finally, Jaylen and Jayson combined for 50-plus points. How much confidence do those two instill in the rest of the group?
I mean, they're the head of the snake for us. Whenever they're going, our life is so much easier, and we just want to make their life easier by doing our job, hitting our shots, rebounding, playing defense, and from that point on, we're in a great spot to win games.
Nimi, thank you. Congrats on game one.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Abby. Let's take a look at the game recap presented by Zenni Optical, official eyewear of the Boston Celtics. 123-91, your final score, as the Celtics take the 1-0 series lead. We got plenty more to get to here on Celtics Postgame Live. Quick break, we're right back.
Celtics Postgame Live is presented by Ford Blue Advantage, certified pre-owned car buying built for you. Shop the expansive collection at your New England Ford dealers.